Hi everybody, Michael Consman, Keller Williams Paint Creek with another business spotlight here in downtown Rochester. I'm here with Danny Bologna of Bologna Via Cucina, and I'm just so delighted to learn all about your history, this wonderful restaurant that's been a mainstay of the community, the food that they have to offer, and just the culture. And so, Danny, tell us a little bit about the history of your family and how you got in this business.
Sure, yeah. Our family is one of, like everyone else here, immigrants. And my mom's family is from Germany, my dad's family from Italy, and they both grew up in Detroit. And my mom's father, my grandpa on that side, had restaurants, and my dad's father had produce.
Wow.
And it goes all the way from a horse and buggy to a car to produce markets in Detroit. And late 70s, 80s, my dad's, real curious, loving the food industry and hospitality, starts working for his father-in-law, and put a little Joe Bologna pizza pasta into the captain's restaurants, which were in Detroit, Grosse Pointe, and Elginak. And from there is where, the Joe Bologna brand kind of started. And in 85, my parents opened in Sterling Heights, their first location, and that's the Joe Bologna Trattoria. And that's where our brand grew from. There's many other locations, and they retired in 2019, very end, and
right before COVID,
just a couple months before, January 1st, 2020.
That's amazing. Yeah.
And I'm in the family business. I have one in Clarkston and then one here in downtown Rochester. And we actually are just celebrating 10-year anniversary here at this location.
That's fantastic.
Right now. And Clarkston is a little bit longer. My dad opened in 96, and I was there since 2008.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have a lot of family history.
I kind of joke.
here.
I think Danny's grown up with pasta or a meatball in his mouth or whatever, but
Yeah.
he loves the food. You have an international business background, but the restaurants business and produce is in your blood, isn't it?
Yeah. I went to Johnston Wales University, which is a famous hospitality culinary arts school, and I went to their College of Business there and studied international business, right? Because I knew the hospitality side, and so I went to school around the globe and came back and just opened the family business.
Family business in 10
just
years.
kept it going. 10 years. Just
We're
here
glad
in
to have
Rochester.
you here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of culture, a lot of history in downtown Rochester. Like you mentioned, the immigrants. When you go around here in downtown Rochester, we learned a lot of businesses. Just the rail and the waterways come through. So it's great that you're just tapping in. You got a lot of history and culture here.
Yeah,
a lot of great food.
This building has a lot of history.
Yeah.
So
right here above us, right?
Yeah, this is built in 1890, and it started out as a barber shop just for a minute, and then it was a bakery for 40 years. It was a Tower Pizza for another 40 years.
Wow.
And then we've been here for a decade, so a lot of people know this spot as Tower Pizza. It looks a lot different, but we do have the same oven still as Tower Pizza, which is a perfect blend for the Joe Bologna pizza to be baked in there.
That's great. That's great. So history is very important. A lot of stories. When people come in, they can see that's your grandfather Ambrose, right?
A lot of family pictures on the wall. Lots of all the family.
Needless to say, a lot of passion, and that's what I hear is working here. The resounding word that comes across is family. People love working for you as the owner, and they just have a sense of family. And you have people that there's not a lot of turnover. They're here with you for a while.
Yeah, I think it's so important, just the consistency. Yeah. And we've been so fortunate and lucky to be consistent with our staff. The staff makes the restaurant. I can have the great recipe, from my grandma, but it's just pulling all the people together to give it to the guests so they can appreciate it too. And we're very fortunate with our staff having the same chefs for many, many years, bartenders, servers, just very, very lucky with the staff.
That's good. That's a great establishment. We're here the back side of the restaurant here. Little patio area. There's a front side. When you go in, we'll show you some pictures later, but we wanted to highlight, if you're Italian, a couple signature dishes. You talk about it. We'll walk over here.
Okay.
So you
we're asking about, you know, the classics, you know,
Yeah.
the standards, what kind of made us. So again,
Right.
we have just a traditional standard. This is the pizza Danny, because when I was a kid, you know, that's all I wanted was just a little pepperoni pizza.
Oh, there's a lot of pepperoni on there.
So okay, it's extra pepperoni. The Danny is double pepperoni. We can do regular pepperoni, but the Danny is double pepperoni.
Is it named after you?
After me, because that's, yeah, I'm such a fussy eater when I was a kid. All of the pizzas are named after family members. So if you see a name on there,
The Ambrose, is there an Ambrose in there?
at a time there was an Ambrose.
Okay.
Ambrose, ironically, was no cheese because Grandpa didn't like cheese.
Oh.
He was forced too much as a kid, so growing
Yeah.
up, you know, keep the cheese away from Grandpa. You'll get in trouble with that one. So that's the pizza, and this one here, the Casalinga. One thing I love is our meat sauce. Our bolognese sauce is the base of this one.
Yeah.
With the penne. Oh, we're outside.
Get out of
There's
here.
a little
Get out of here.
wasp out here. We love the bees too.
Yeah.
But yeah, the bolognese meat sauce and the homemade meatballs, the Italian spicy Italian sausage, and the baked cheese is comfort food. The classic. You just get the taste of everything. You know, people love the sausage, the meatballs, the cheese, the meat sauce. So that's why this is so popular. It's just the standard. And then our calamari is different. A lot of people have the calamari with just a little tomato sauce and dip, which is great too. For this, we call it calamari captain, which is the breaded fried calamari. And then we start with a little onion, banana peppers, garlic, saute it, you know, with the white wine in there, and the fresh lemon, and that's our calamari.
Yeah.
You know, I love the sauce that makes the calamari.
So I'm a pasta. I love pasta. I love all foods, but I do love pasta, and I do love calamari. So I'm sure I'll be back here for more. But why don't you? So now that you're celebrating 10 years, what do you envision like the next 5 or 10 years? Do you have any goals, or how do you envision? What are you mentioned the patio a little bit area? Do you have anything else on the menu, or what are your thoughts?
Well, the next 5 or 10 years. Do you want to have a seat? You want a seat here?
No, we're good. We're good. We can stand. Yeah.
I mean, the next 5-10 years, it's just always seeing what's coming your way. So right now, there's some challenges with the state and the tip wage, which will greatly affect our industry and any tipped employee. So it's just planning and just coming up with what's the best solution, you know, for the staff. Before, you know, this. So this is something that's affecting us that we have to kind of concentrate. Just our thing, we're so fortunate to have a location here in downtown Rochester. Rochester is such a great community. It really is. My dad, you know, all 40 years, 50 years in the restaurant business, we've been all over the place. We've never had a place downtown on Main Street like this. So we are very lucky. But what made us, I could open up here is the consistency with the food quality, the service, making just a clean atmosphere. You know, restaurants are every day they're opening and they're gorgeous. They blow me away. I mean, just the design, the architecture, the money that goes into them to make these restaurants look so cool and special is amazing. But what made us, why our family's been in the restaurant so long, is just the food, the service, and the cleanliness. Those are the main things. So moving forward, it's just we have to remember to just never forget those things. Like, we're lucky that we
still
have
service. How do you take? It's just like with my industry. You got to take service to the next level. And I love the quaint atmosphere. You know?
I mean, we'll show some pictures maybe of the inside. But we here in Rochester, we have a front with the bar on Main Street, a couple tables. It's fun. We have this new mural of an octopus. It's another family story that's very close to me. Why we chose that. Why we commissioned that for the wall. So you'll have to come in to learn.
You have to come. We're not going to give everything away. You're going to have to come visit, try out some of these dishes. Your hours, you're closed on Sundays, right?
Yep, we're open Monday through Saturday at 4 o'clock.
Monday through Saturday, 4 o'clock. And then you close at what time during the weekdays?
Weekdays we close at 10. On the weekends we close at 11.
And this, no better time than this month during the Taste Fest, right?
Yeah, we have the Taste Fest going on right now.
Taste Fest, try out every restaurant, turn in the receipts, right? Any specials do you have to do the Taste Fest?
The special for the Fall Taste Fest right now we have is our Piedmontese burger. So it's something new that we're trying here, and there's been great feedback. Everyone's been loving it with the burger, Piedmontese, with the burrata and the caramelized onion and the crispy prosciutto, the sun-dried tomato aioli, and of course the best side, truffle fries.
Okay.
And we have that, and then we have a drink feature on there too, the nautical nectar, which we wanted to help connect our mural. So there's a little like essence of the sea in that cocktail. We always want to, behind every dish, behind every drink, there is a story. So you can ask us, and we have all these stories. We don't just throw the things on the menu because they sound cool or popular. There is a story behind everything. And so the front is a fun little vibey bar. We have happy hour, which is we have the best happy hour daily. For the first 2 hours we open, and then the last hour we do a reverse power hour too.
Okay.
So people who just might have went to a show or something in town want to come for a little bite or drink special, we do that the last hour.
That's great.
And then we have the back dining room, which is great for families, for parties, for businesses.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Well, Danny, it was a pleasure here.
Pleasure.
Come
Welcome.
check out
Yes.
Bologna Via Cucina.
At joebologna.com.
Yes. And thank you. We'll see you soon, everybody.
Thank you.